It's the EP Podcast. Evergreen Park.
The EP Podcast at Porter Cullens, because this is the week. This is the place to be in Evergreen Park. It's been like that for years before my friend Kirtan came along and took this place to new heights, which, by the way, it looks beautiful, my friend.
I appreciate that. Thanks.
It looks absolutely incredible. I mean, I brought the kids in here to eat tonight, and both of the boys are looking around. They're like, wow. And I'm like, yeah, it's like going to Disney World.
Yeah.
But it's an Irish bar.
That was the idea. As you can tell, we're very green right now. And that's before all the drinks. That's the best part.
This place, I mean, first off, I remember when you took it over. It was a great place when you took it over, but the level that you've taken it to, I mean, everything from the table settings to the different chairs and the bar stools, but also the menu and the food that's on there. It's like you took everything. I had the corned beef sandwich, which I always thought of as one of the best ones on the South Side before you got in here. I could tell you've made modifications to it. It's even better. Like, how has it been the last couple of years? You must feel really good about where you've gotten.
I feel very fortunate, to be honest with you. A lot of times when I make some of these changes, I don't really know if they're going to work.
Yeah.
I just take a shot in the dark, and I hope it works out. And I've been very fortunate. The community's been very honest and open with me if they liked what I did or if they didn't like what I was doing. And it's kind of helped me right size to make sure that I'm serving them in the best possible way that they would like to be served, because this is what this is about. It's about the community. It's about our customers, and I'm glad. So the journey over the last 2 years has, I said it last year, has far exceeded every expectation I ever had. It's really the best, and I'm very, very lucky.
I think one of the things that's amazing is that most of the time when you're here, I mean, you can't be here all the time, but you're here most of the time. Like, I popped in this weekend. I just popped in because I was like, I'm right up the block. I'm like, I'm going to go up, I'm going to have a drink. There you were, just sitting there. We had a good time. I think we closed the place out.
We sure did.
we had a solid time. So this week now, you've got so much going on, I would imagine, because one, the crowds have to pick up in March. Like, you get people who are nostalgic and they want to go out and they want to have the Irish Fair, and you've got plenty of that here, and they also want to get themselves a Guinness, and they also want to be here on St. Pat's Day, and there's going to be people here on Southside Irish Parade Day, and all weekend, I would imagine, is going to be busy. What are your plans? What are the plans here at Porter Cullens?
Yeah, so we're going to have, kind of our typical fare. We'll have it out there. We're also going to do an Irish platter this weekend with the corned beef and cabbage and the potatoes and the carrots and that kind of thing. Obviously, we're going to serve a lot of Guinness. I actually tripled my Guinness order this week just to make sure we're ready to go.
Good plan.
Yeah, along with the Miller Lights and the Bud Lights and anything else that everybody wants. But we've made sure we've stocked up. We are going to have live music every single day of the weekend, where we have different bands popping through. Whether that be O'Leary's Lantern or the Gotham Ramblers. Murphy's. We have different bands playing through. On Sunday, we're going to have bagpipers in here in the morning. We're opening early at 8 a.m. So if you need to put down a bass before...
Wow, you got you're 8 a.m. open?
8 a.m. open on Sunday
here.
morning.
Wow.
Make sure you can put down your pancakes and whatever else you need to before heading down to Western. Make sure that you got a good bass down, because that's how you ensure longevity through the day. And and we're gonna have the bagpipers in here around 10. We're gonna have dancers come through, the Irish dancers, and then we'll have a band that evening as well. So, that's kind of the way we want to do it. I know, it just depends on the crowds. I've been telling everyone that we're gonna have a good crowd. We're a little bit off the beaten path, so if you want to come and have a good time. And really calm, chill, fun surroundings with a good crowd.
You're gonna get those people after the parade too, because a lot of Western shuts down, and the people that are gonna ease their way back to Evergreen Park are gonna be heading over here.
And that's exactly what happened last year.
Yeah.
We had everyone kind of ease back in, and the crowd here was really great. We were full, but it was a really good vibe, really good time. So I encourage folks to come out any one of the days or all of the days. We'll be here, and we'd be happy to serve you.
Is it hard during this week to make sure you got the bagpipers and you got the bands and the music and everything else like that? Because I would imagine everybody's trying to do the same thing. You got to get in there early and get who you need, right?
Yeah, so we booked some of these guys months in advance.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to take the credit for it. I'm going to give it to my staff. My staff is locked in. They keep me honest to it. And they're like, hey, now's the time. Do you want us to contact this person, that person? And then they take care of it. And so, a lot of credit goes to my team for doing that. I'm just the guy that happens to be the one that's got to make sure it's taken care of, and that's about it.
Do you have a favorite menu item, favorite Irish fair menu item on your menu? Because I've said it before, it's the Irish egg. Like, I just love it. I didn't have it tonight because I went with corned beef, but I mean, like, I love that Irish egg. But you have so many different items on there, from the fish and chips to the corned beef or whatever. But is there one on there that's going to be your go-to this weekend?
It's going to be the egg rolls. It's always the corned beef egg rolls that's our top seller. It has been for years and years and years. So I suspect we'll be selling and serving a lot of corned beef.
Those
egg
are
rolls.
big here.
Gigantic. It's my top seller of all things that we make.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a great tidbit. I had no idea that. I mean, I love them. I've had them here before, but I did not pick that as the number one thing.
It's funny, it's that, and my second is nachos. So go figure. If that doesn't say South Side, I don't know what does, right? I mean, so.
The bar, I would imagine, will be a little deep here behind us this weekend.
It will be.
It'll be deep when we
we'll
get
have
in there.
more.
Yeah.
We'll have more folks.
But the nice thing is it's a neighborhood bar, and that's the thing. Like, I mean, I'm going to be up on Western at some point during that parade, and it's going to get crazy in some of those places. This is not the kind of place where you expect that to happen.
No, I mean, it won't. It won't be. It'll be just the right amount of rowdy to be fun.
Yeah.
But not so rowdy that you're like, please get me out of here. So I think it's going to be it'll be a good crowd, and we have unbelievable customers. And I always say we're a little bit like Fight Club. Like, if you don't know it's there, you don't know it's there. And if you do, you do. And we don't talk about it, right? And so, like, at the end of the day, I expect us to have our regulars come in and come out and have a really good time. So,
are you put on the leprechaun costume?
I will be dressed as a leprechaun. I have a couple of twists and turns involved.
Is it all weekend long, or is there a special day?
I have 3 different outfits for 3 different days, so
wow.
We'll see. I'll be ready to go.
All right, that's another reason to get out here to Porter Cullens. I mean,
you've never seen an Indian leprechaun. You will this weekend, let me tell you.
Right here on 99th Street off of Clifton Park, and easier to say Central Park and 99th for those that may not be exactly from the neighborhood. But it's just an amazing spot. And I'm going to tell you, ever since you changed the lighting, it's like the building has a mood.
Yeah.
Like, I know how the building's feeling that day. If it's in a good mood, if it's Valentine's Day, if it's St. Patrick's Day, if it's like, ready to party. Like, the building changes colors. It's like it's a building with a personality now.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's a beautiful way to put it.
That's my take as I drive down the street.
I love it, especially with the new signage. We're able to change the colors. So right now it's obviously the colors of the Irish flag. For St. Patrick's we had for St. Valentine's Day we had it pink and purple, and we keep kind of evolving with that. But I have great decorators that come through, add a lot of these stairs, and I never thought about it when I first did it, but a lot of people said the same thing, that when they drive by it kind of catches their eye. And like I said, I try things, I never know if they're going to work, and I've been very fortunate that some of these things have panned out the way they have.
Well, you're killing it, my friend. Good luck this weekend. You'll see me here at some point, if not many points,
sounds
at
good.
Porter Cullens.
I look forward to seeing you, and hopefully I'll still see you when I see you. All right.
It's the EP Podcast. All things Evergreen Park. It's the EP Podcast. Evergreen Park.